So I welcome today with some of my dearest friends on the planet, Mr. Shaku Raki and Victor Manny. I've been working with these two gentlemen. Shaku and I have been working together for almost 15 years. And so it is a big joy for me to get to introduce you all to him. And I've gotten to work with Victor a little over a year now and has been just a tremendous teammate for me. Victor, why don't we just start with you? Give us a little bit of your own personal story and how you came up to Solveline.
The vision for Solveline started over a year ago, and it was an exciting one from the very beginning because it aligns with a vision to create value for people, and at the same time, on the other side, to provide a very meaningful means for young people here in West Africa to earn a living and to do something that actually has value. And we were excited from the very beginning because it's going to be a win-win situation for everybody. And it was something we could easily get ourselves on. And so from that very time, we've been committed towards ensuring that we get the kind of people that are needed to do this in terms of capacity building, in terms of having the vision for, doing something that has an impact for those we serve and for our community. Very important that we are able to do something that has a value for everybody.
So Shaku, maybe you could just share a little bit of the vision and the story behind why Solveline got started in the first place.
Solveline started out of a burden and a need that exists as we started the discipleship programs with young people across various communities here in Africa. And as we get down the community to engage young people who struggle with different challenges relating to character development, knowing God, purpose, and economic development, the more we engage them, the more we see that there are a lot of our young people who are struggling to live and to fulfill purpose. So we kept on engaging them, and we kept on building, and we kept on developing. At some point, we realized that they are getting transformed in terms of character, and they are getting skilled in the area of tech. But the opportunity for them to work and be able to take care of their needs, their communities, those opportunities were quite scarce. And we thought that the economy today runs global, but we have a lot of young people who have no access to global opportunities. And we thought that it was necessary to look at how they have a desire to fulfill purpose and to make impact, kingdom impact around their communities. So we said, okay, hey Joe, how about getting job opportunities in terms of tech for our young people here in Africa who are willing to do that and to serve the Lord alongside that which will empower them. And so we thought that Solveline was coming to address a need, and that need in particular is the fact that many of our young people were already misappropriating their tech skills. You will hear things like internet fraud. You will hear things like they were having to deal with issues that has to do with livelihood. So we said, hey guys, the kingdom is available for us. God has given us skills and is giving us a network of relationships around the world for us to leverage and be able to advance the kingdom and therefore live the fulfilled life that God has prepared for us. So that was how we started Solveline. We said, look, these young people can serve people around the world. They can do jobs. They can serve the need of ministries around the world. Ministries that have need in the area of virtual assistant. They need people who will help them in the area of developing their website, managing their calendars, and all of those things. We say, how about getting young people who are passionate for the Lord, doing those for you, and they are also using their resources that God gives to them to serve their community, to serve their families, and be able to live a fulfilled life. So that's the passion really that came about Solveline. And we are grateful to God that the journey, as we have started, is beginning to yield fruit. I like to talk about a gentleman, Mendos. Mendos was one person that I know who lost his parents, and it was almost like the world was collapsing around him. He had to run here and there, cater for his sister and the family where he was living. So all of that was something that kept putting him in the state of depression until we started talking, and he was developing himself in the area of tech skills. And today we are glad that through Solveline, he has the opportunity to serve the Lord and to earn resources to be able to serve his community and to serve his purpose. So in summary, that's the way Solveline came about. And we are trusting that for many organizations around the world who will want to give us that trust and that support, that resourcing, this will mean a lot for a lot of family and the expansion of discipleship mission in Africa. As a missionary who have visited a lot of mission fields, a lot of countries and communities, I've seen how missionaries were getting discouraged because there is no support that is keeping them going in the field. So they have the passion, but they are struggling to fend for their families. So Solveline is coming to say, look guys, if you can get your family members trained in this area, get some skills, Solveline will trust the Lord to provide opportunity for you to earn and still expand the kingdom. And those were the passion that were driving us, and we're grateful to God to where we are right now. And the desire so far, a lot of young people are really passionate about seeing this unfold the more. And we have enlisted several of them that have been going through our discipleship training. They've taken trainings to some extent. Victor have trained quite a number of these young people in the area of tech. And we're seeing that even in character development, they are maturing every day and they are willing to serve the Lord and to serve their community. So I will just want to keep it here. In case you have any question or anything you want clarity about, we'll be very happy to. But we invite those who will be willing to work with us in this journey. You will be advancing mission in Africa if you give us your support. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Victor, maybe you could share a little bit more from the staff perspective. So Victor's job within Solveline is the Chief Operating Officer. He oversees really everything on the operations side of this and has a team of people behind him that he's supporting and overseeing. I wonder if you could just speak a little bit, Victor, to the benefits that you're seeing within the families of the people that we've been able to employ through this project.
First of all, we've worked over time to see that we build skills in people and that it makes meaning to them and it's able to offer them something for themselves and for their families. And across board, we have males, we have females, we have singles, we have married people. And it's been interesting to see how this makes sense to them. Let me give an example of the females. For instance, we have that working with Solveline has afforded them more time for their family, more time for themselves, and more time to give attention to the things that matter to them. Another area this has really been helpful is in helping the communities around them. For instance, we have a very young person among us who has been learning a skill, and this was able to help him to get some of the equipment he needs to help himself through that process. And he has also been able to help himself through his academic life. This is somebody that has struggled with his bills over time, being able to offer something that would give his life a meaning. We have somebody who is also newly married and recently became a father. And one of the benefits to him as well in Solveline, he has really been there for his family all through the process. while we work together to see that we provide services and quality that makes meaning to people. Together we work as a team in the community to help young people to learn digital skills. We've been doing that for some years now. And when Solveline came on board, we actually found a platform to express what we've been doing over time. One of the areas we've had challenges over the years was sponsorship for some of these trainings, buying equipment, to see that some of these sessions we have don't experience any interruptions due to lack of fund. But working together now, we find that we have a better process in our community because we're able to fund the things that we need to fund to help people gain certain skills. One of the remarkable stories we've had since we started this was a young man whose family was struggling with paying his tuition fee. And after 2 of our practical sessions on using digital skills, he was able to go back to school entirely based on skills that he used to earn something for himself. The last time we met, he told me that was able to help him pay his bills without calling back home, and he's been able to take care of so much. I was amazed by the speed at which we were able to have such a transformation going on in the community, and that was not possible because we had challenges with funding. But currently we are really seeing how from this partnership we are having opportunities not just to us alone who are working in Solveline, but it's passing down to the community who are also charged with the responsibility to see that we can do more. There are still areas where we can improve, and in the next few months we'll be doing our vision casting for the community for the next 12 months to see how much more we can go with the support we've been able to raise from amongst ourselves. And we're bringing more people on board, and the stories are amazing. We have parents that are impressed by the fact that their children are not distracted because they have something gainful they're doing. Solveline has been a model that we have been able to sell to the community that, hey, it's possible to learn good skills and to serve people with it and to make impact within the community and the church as a whole. And that has really been very fulfilling over time.